Okay, everyone, welcome back. Well, the discussion for this is Dragon Quest in general. And just a moment. You're welcome. It's fine. I told them. Okay, sorry about that. My mom did need help with something, but Dragon Quest in general and my feelings on it. Well, I have mixed feelings about it. On the other hand, I am a huge fan of the series, and I would like to see more games come out every year. On the other hand, I know that from the business side of things, Dragon Quest just isn't a very profitable series here in the West. I realize that, and I think other people need to realize that too. I think people keep trying to increase interest in the West and have them bring the games over. But the truth of the matter is that's not going to help sales very much. I mean, Dragon Quest has been in the West for years, and profits in general weren't really top tier, ever. Even in the very beginning, Dragon Warriors, it was called, just wasn't very good profit-wise. And while they were able to keep the series afloat for many a year, over time, I think they just decided that it wasn't ever going to gain the kind of ground that series like Final Fantasy and, let's see, Suikoden, Wild Arms, all these other series that were coming out that had this kind of pull to them that made people really like them. A lot of the series were niche, but they were still able to gain enough money for them to be considered sequel-worthy. Dragon Quest, until 8, really was not pulling in the numbers they were hoping for. And even then, I don't think 8 pulled in the kind of money that, say, Final Fantasy could. So, I think it's understandable why they'd be a little leery about that. Especially games like Dragon Quest Monsters and Rocket Slime and even some minor things like the Dungeon Crawler Tornico games. Yeah, people would love it if those games came over West, but come on, would you really expect those games to sell? I mean, sure, we'd like to experience them, but a casual gamer walking in and seeing this on the shelf, would people really buy it? I'd say no. And that's really what it comes down to, is profits. And I think people just really need to come to an understanding about that. I know it sucks. I really do. But ultimately, I think it's just time for all of us to just accept what we get, eventually, and just move on to other stuff in the meantime. Some other type of series. I mean, there's lots of great series out there. Like Breath of Fire series, Suikoden, Wild Arms. I mean, the list goes on and on. Like Lufia, Lunar. So there's really no reason to stay so connected to just this one series, even if you really love it. Huh, got a new spell. Outside, thank you. That helps. So, yeah, that's my basic feelings on the entire situation. Would love Dragon Quest to be more popular over here, but it's not gonna be, and I think it's just time that we've all just accepted it at this point. But, yeah, that's my feelings on the matter. Now, I will say that I am a very big fan of most turn-based RPGs. And I will say that while Dragon Quest certainly has this appeal that I feel for it, other RPGs technically have a there's always some sort of attribute that they've got that kind of draws me in more in general. Most of the time. Because games like Dragon Quest V and 7 are really, really good at what they do. So I consider those exceptions to the rule. But most Dragon Quest games are known for being very simplistic. And I feel like I go back to those mainly for nostalgia than any other reason. And I'm probably well aware how people feel about that, but I can't help it. It's the truth, and I have to admit that. I feel being a big fan of the series means I should be honest with my feelings about it. That's how I feel. Yeah, not this time, pal. And I know that doesn't upset people when I say that, because they think, oh, I don't truly care about the series as much as some other fans do. And that's why I say those things. Well, I'm a big fan of the series, but I'm not obsessed with only Dragon Quest. I freely admit that. I can move on from my connection with the series. And I do feel like I'm a better gamer because of it. Not to judge anyone. I mean, if they want to play only Dragon Quest, they certainly have the prerogative to do that, but that's not me. That could never be me. I could never stay loyal to just one series. That would probably bore me way too much. Can I skate by without using stop spell? Yes, okay. Good, good, good. I really don't like you guys. Yeah, you guys kind of suck with that stupid sleep spell of yours. I wish I could find more of those strong enemies out here that give me the high experience and gold. Yeah, these guys are not very threatening. The vultures are basically like the metal scorpions from Dragon Warrior 1. They don't give very much, and they show up constantly. Boo! Anyways. Ah, that's the guys I want to see more often. Definitely. I feel like with this recent level up, I feel like I could probably survive in the stronger areas. But I'm afraid the gold men won't show up there, so... Ugh, jeez, I don't like you guys. Go away. Anyways. Let's see, another subject to talk about is Dragon Quest Heroes 3 and when it will eventually come out. What would I want to see? Well, one thing I'd love to see not there anymore is I want to see the heal stones completely taken away from the game and instead replaced with a one heal spell that constantly, like, once you use it, you can't use it anymore until like, a cooldown period takes place. That's what I'd like to see. Think kind of like the heal spells from Kingdom Hearts 2, where you use it once and your MP bar is drained, but it does fill up over time. Something similar to that. Because I don't like the idea of my only source of healing being a limited resource. It's not as bad in 2 as it is in the first game, thankfully, but I still don't like that being a limited resource. People complain that unless you have a healer with you, a healing class, then that's your only real source of healing, and those tend to get drained pretty quick in difficult areas. So I'd love for there to be a much more balanced version in the third game. What I would like to do is have the monster metal transformations be taken away in the third game, and instead have some sort of system where you can just summon monsters. Like, maybe have a monster master class that can actually summon monsters, like you could in Dragon Quest VIII. That I feel would actually be pretty awesome, and I'd love to see that. Huh. You know, I never thought to use the medallion on the Stone Man. I don't know if that's the Golem equivalent of this game, or if you really just have to overpower it. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use an herb, just so it's even. I love how I have so many herbs, but I barely ever use them. Because I'm still so used to them being so limited. It's hard to break that habit. Yeah, I'm getting close to the goal I need, so that's great. Other things I would put in the third game. The second game is so good, it's hard to really think of things that would make it better. Well, I suppose there's the obvious things, like make sure it has a really great story, compelling characters, multiple bosses in the game that are plot-based, you know, that'd be kind of cool. I'm getting kind of tired of the generic, misunderstood boss encounters. That trope has gotten kind of tiresome in recent RPGs. So I'd like it if the third game did something different. Because a lot of the bosses in the first and second game, with the exception of the very main villain, are usually misunderstood villains. And I'm not really... Like, it was okay at first, but it got tiresome pretty quick when that's all it was. So I'd like to see more traditional villains. They don't have to be generically evil, but I at least want them to actually be antagonists and not, we fight, but I'm not really a villain type of thing, you know? That's just a little too irritating for me. What else? I don't know. I'm really trying hard to think of something that I feel would be cool. Let's see. They fixed how the zoom spell worked in the second game, so that doesn't need to be changed much. Yeah, I got nothing. I'll have to come back to that later. I'm running out of subjects that directly have to do with the Dragon Quest series, because the series is pretty it's basic enough that you can only talk about it for so long before it gets kind of repetitive, if it hasn't already. So, something else to talk about. Well, Fire Emblem Warriors is coming out soon, in just about 4 more days at this point. Looking forward to that. I've heard nothing but good things about the Japanese version, so that makes me very happy. This is a game I wanted to be good, since I'm a big Fire Emblem fan. Again, it's a Muso title, much like Dynasty Warriors. And it borrows a lot of elements from Hyrule Warriors, which is a Zelda Muso title. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that. The biggest thing that I like is that, unlike most Muso titles, where you're the one doing pretty much all the work, and you would have to pretty much switch around where you had to be in order to protect your allies, which got tedious pretty quick. Well, in this game, they actually make it to where you could switch to different generals in this game, which means that you don't have to worry about switching around as much. I mean, you don't have to worry about moving around defending everyone. You can switch at will to different bases where different generals are at. So that pretty much makes defending the bases a lot simpler. And I love it for that. I'll probably get sell a lot of herbs just so I can afford the magic armor. I don't know how many I'm gonna need. That should do it. I'll be able to repurchase them in just a moment. Yep. Lots of defense and a healing factor. Who could ask for more, right? Let's see, this is gonna give me 150. Not a whole lot, but I can buy a few with that. And they'll probably do. I don't use herbs that much anyway. Oh, but I don't have gold for the inn. Oh, shit. I'll just get into a couple battles and then go to the inn. It's only 55 gold, so... a couple of battles will give me that much. Alright, battles, come on. It's really hard to talk about. Holy shit. One HP per step, really? That's overpowered, just the freaking, like, Holy Ring from Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. Jeez, man. Okay then, let's go to the inn. Well, I certainly won't need healing as much now, I'll definitely say that much. Jeez. That's like Wolverine levels of healing. Jeez. I'm sure it's because he probably couldn't help it. Because RPG Maker, I think, only allows one setting for healing over time, and it's 1 health per step, so I'm pretty sure he couldn't find a way to fix that problem. So we're stuck with a very overpowered armor. Well, I shouldn't complain. Makes my life easier. Let's see. Fire Emblem Warriors, though. What would I like? More characters that weren't Awakening and Fates. Definitely, yes. I mean, Awakening is fine, but Fates, not so much. There are a couple characters I like from that game, but not many. And Awakening, I like a lot, but I don't really get the obsession with just those 2 games, though. Like, why couldn't they fit a few more from older games? So that it was more of a balanced cast. It doesn't make sense to me. Oh well. It is what it is. Also, Lisa from Awakening. A lot of people disagree with me on this. I don't like the class weapon that they gave her, which is this giant axe. I don't like that. I'm used to her either being a healer or being like a Pegasus Knight or something like that. A class that I think fits her personality a bit more. It doesn't really make sense for her to be wielding this giant freaking axe. Oh, gold men do appear over here. Fine. Whatever. Okay. Time for some science. I might be wasting some gold in the process, but I want to see if this will work on you. I won't need gold for a little while anyway. Panthers are in here as well. Oh, wyverns are actually in this game. Go figure. Huh. They give a lot, too. Shit. Okay, there's the door. And Earther! Every time we see the word Earther, I think of... the old animated series Megas XLR. Because that was the term thrown around a lot in that. Okay. Will this work on you? Nope. Well, science has failed me. What are the odds this is gonna work? Not good at all. Alright, try it again. And dead. Alright. Further proof that sleep sucks. Oh well. Death number 2 to Stone Man. Alright. Works for me. I will beat you one of these days and see what's in that chest. Wait, I wonder if that's like the special armor for this game. I think it is. You know, I'm curious about one thing over here. How many keys do I have? Enough. This seems like it's locked for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but... I think after this, I'll stop this recording and start anew, since I think I've been recording for a while. I've got to start making mental notes to see what time I start these. Oh, come on. There has to be something in here. It's locked. There's not gonna be anything. Seriously? Just a red herring, really. No, there's gotta be a reason for that. I'm just not thinking of it. Anyways, I'll stop the recording here. And next time, I guess we'll go past that cave from before and see where it leads.